Hello folks, welcome to another video of Incredible 7. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. Our planet is coated with 1.3 billion cubic kilometers of the stuff, the majority of which resides in our oceans at an average depth of nearly 4 kilometers. The oceans provide us with food and water, power our weather, regulate our climate, and perform countless other functions, without which life on Earth would quite simply not exist. If we were being accurate, we would better call our planet not Earth but water. Despite its importance, we know a staggeringly small amount about what lives beneath the waves on our tiny blue planet. We cannot begin to imagine what fantastic creatures might lie beneath the waves, awaiting discovery. For all we know, our oceans could be teeming with stranger and more wonderful beasts than anything we have yet laid eyes on. Today in this video we will see the 7 mind-blowing creatures you didn't know about. So let's get started. Number 7 on our list is Mimic Octopus. This crafty octopus contorts its body and arms and changes its skin color and texture in order to mimic the physical likeness and movements of other species with startling accuracy. Mimicry allows it to trick predators into thinking that it's not a tasty octopus and also enables it to prey upon animals that would ordinarily flee. It can imitate a crab as an apparent mate, only to devour its deceived suitor. All octopuses can change color and texture, and many can blend with the sea floor. However, the mimic octopus is the first species ever observed to impersonate other animals. Number 6 on our list is Pacific Barreleye. Also known as spookfish, barreleyes are named for their barrel-shaped, telescoping eyes. Despite appearances, what appear to be eyes or other sensory organs, the real eyes reside inside the fish's fighter plane canopy-style forehead. Barreleyes remain just below the limit of light penetration and use their sensitive, upward-pointing tubular eyes, adapted for enhanced binocular vision, at the expense of lateral vision, to survey the waters above. To better serve their vision, barreleyes have large, dome-shaped transparent heads. This presumably allows the eyes to collect even more incident light and likely protects the sensitive eyes from the nematocysts, stinging cells, of the siphonophores, from which it is believed the barreleye steals food. It may also serve as an accessory lens or to refract light with an index very close to seawater. Number 5 on our list is Vampire Squid from Hell. The vampire squid, literally vampire squid from hell, is somewhat of an anomaly, sharing some characteristics of both squids and octopi, plus unique retractile filaments, which justify its placement in an order of its own. It is an extreme example of a deep-sea cephalopod, thought to reside between 600 to 900 meters. At the upper bounds of its territory, the view from below is like the sky at twilight. The highly sensitive eyes of deepwater denizens are able to distinguish the silhouettes of other animals moving overhead. To combat this, the vampire squid generates its own bluish light, bioluminescence, in a strategy called counterillumination. The light diffuses the animal's silhouette, effectively cloaking its presence from the watchful eyes below. Like many deep-sea cephalopods, vampire squid lack ink sacs. If threatened, instead of ink, a sticky cloud of bioluminescent mucus containing innumerable orbs of blue light is ejected from the arm tips. This luminous barrage, which may last nearly 10 minutes, is presumably meant to daze would-be predators and allow the vampire squid to disappear into the blackness without the need to swim far. Number 4 on our list is Snapping Shrimp. Despite being only about an inch or two long, these little guys snap up the title of loudest animal in the sea, beating out much larger animals like the sperm whale. They have disproportionately asymmetrical claws, one of which is larger by half than the entire body. The claw can be on either arm of the body and, unlike most shrimp claws, does not have pincers at the end. Rather, it has a pistol-like feature made of 2 parts. A joint allows the hammer part to move backward into a right-angled position. When released, it snaps into the other part of the claw, creating a cavitation bubble that generates acoustic pressures of up to 80 kPa at a distance of 4 cm from the claw. As it extends out from the claw, the bubble reaches speeds of 60 miles per hour and releases a sound reaching 218 decibels. The pressure wave is strong enough to kill small fish, stun larger fish and break small glass jars. The snap can also produce a faint sonoluminescence from the collapsing cavitation bubble, which is not visible to the naked eye. As it collapses, the cavitation bubble reaches temperatures of over 4,700 degrees centigrade. In comparison, the surface temperature of the sun is estimated to be around 5,500 degrees centigrade. The shrimp snap is used for hunting, hence the alternative name pistol shrimp, as well as for communication. Number 3 on our list is immortal jellyfish. It's technically impossible to study a Turritopsis nutricula long enough to prove it, but biologists believe this species of jellyfish to be capable of genuine immortality. This is because it can revert to the polyp stage at any time in its life. It is the only known case of an animal capable of reverting completely to sexual immaturity after having reached sexual maturity as a solitary stage. Most jellyfish species have a relatively fixed lifespan, which varies by species from hours to many months. The immortal jellyfish, however, is capable of cell transdifferentiation, which allows the jellyfish to alter the differentiated state of cells in successive part of its body and transform them into a new cells. Theoretically, this process can go on infinitely, effectively rendering the jellyfish biologically immortal, although in nature most are likely to succumb to predation or disease. Number 2 on our list is giant isopod. Although it looks like something H.R. Geiger might have created for Alien, the giant isopod is a real creature. It's related to the common woodlouse, and it's not hard to see how. They are both protected by a rigid calcareous exoskeleton composed of imbricate segments. They both use gills to breathe, and they are both able to curl up into a ball, exposing only their tough shell. However, whilst woodlice are a few millimeters long and usually live under rocks in your backyard, giant isopods grow up to 30 inches long and live either up to 2 kilometers deep under the sea or in your nightmares. They have 2 sets of antennae, 7 pairs of legs, and 2 large compound eyes that watch unblinking for the right moment to rip your face off and eat it. This terrifying deep-sea crustacean is a good example of abyssal gigantism, the term for the supersizing effect of lightless depths, which is responsible for mammoths like the colossal squid and the Japanese spider crab. Nobody's sure exactly why it happens, all we know is that the deepest parts of the ocean have the same effect on animal species that all those fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches had on Elvis Presley. Number 1 on our list is anglerfish. Anglerfishes are named for their characteristic mode of predation, wherein a fleshy growth from the fish's head, often with a bioluminescent light on the end, acts as a lure to attract their prey. Once an unwitting victim approaches close enough to the lure, the anglerfish extends its cavernous jaws and devours it. Some anglerfish employ an unusual mating method. Because individuals are presumably locally rare and encounters doubly so, finding a mate is problematic. When scientists first started capturing ceratioid anglerfish, they noticed that all of the specimens were females, and almost all of them had what appeared to be parasites attached to them. It turned out that these parasites were highly reduced males. That's all for today's video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.